everybody, this is Mara, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a very easy blueberry jam. For this recipe, all you will need is some blueberries, some lemon juice, and some sugar. So let's get started. So before we get started, we're going to add a plate into the freezer. All done? And that plate will be useful later, and you will see why. You will also need a nicely washed jar to put your jam in. So let's get into the recipe now. So there are blueberries in here, okay? So everybody, these are 2 cups of blueberries. So switch the gas on to like about medium heat. So let the blueberries sit for a bit. Until then, you need to put 3/4 cup of sugar. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it should look like this. And then we just mix the blueberries in until it looks like. And I'm off camera, I added a small piece of water. It should be bubbling like a lot, and then mix it. And then let it sizzle for a few minutes and keep mixing it. But just be very careful. And you should have a potato masher to mash the blueberries in. Okay, and now mash the blueberries. Get a potato masher to make a light compote. Ooh, that looks good. Keep on mashing them. You need to crush all the blueberries, or most of them. And that was really good. So keep on mashing them. And you should have mashed it until it looks like that. Very mashed. And yeah, then you have to slowly wait for the blueberries to boil. And your blueberries will go through many different, like this type of boiling, and then soon it'll be bubbly. While blueberries are cooking, to give it a nice sour taste, you should add some lemon. 1 lime or lemon will work. Until then, this is what the blueberries look like. Look at that, beautiful. Sour. But now you should juice it. Okay, now that our lemon is juiced, remember the frozen plate I told you about earlier? We're going to use it. So the plate should be nice and cold. Okay, so take a small spoon, take a little bit of the compote, and put it in the frozen plate. Well, not frozen, but... Okay, and then swivel it around a bit. Right? And then run your finger through it. After you've done that, if the things do not go together, your jam is ready. Okay, and now your little jar should go in the freezer when your jam is ready and you've done the finger experiment. Use the finger opportunities also to taste your jam. And now that we know our jam is ready, we're gonna add our lemon in. And now, obviously, mix your jam. And then once it boils, when the lemon is in, switch off the gas and take it and move it to somewhere else in the kitchen. Have an adult help you with this. So now that it is off the gas, let it cool down for a little, and then we will transport it into a jar which is in the freezer. Okay, great. Now that it has cooled down, we're gonna lightly and slowly strain it. Here's a jar which is very cold, which is a good thing. Vinyl on top. It'll slowly, from the funnel, go into the jar, which is cold, so it will cool it down. If you put the funnel, it'll cool down better. Sorry about that. Okay. obviously this will be very hot, so be very careful. There we go. It's so good right now. But you're not meant to let it cool down, really. You're meant to put it in the fridge. So, yeah. But remember, put this lid on top. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. But, do not touch the jam. It's really hot. Unless you let it cool down all the way, which is not the best idea, because it won't really give it solid look. But yeah, you can also taste it once it's cooled down. That's so good. Okay, so somewhere. So put the lid on while it's still hot, and then put it in the fridge like immediately. So hold it and put it in the fridge. I'll meet you when it's done. It's so good. So there's obviously gonna be extra all over the pan. So let that dry a bit, and then I'll show you something you can make with it. Okay, take a spatula and put it in the freezer for like a minute, and then take the jam, scrape it off, and it'll be very jammy-like. You see? See this? Very jammy-like. It has more of a jammy consistency. So like scrape that pan from all from all edges, and then put it in the bowl. This is basically for like a taste of what your jam will taste like. I'll show you when the jam is done. It's been 3 to 4 hours now that we've let the jam cool. Let me show you how it looks. Fresh out of the freezer. Okay. Tick-tock, chore hack. Works. Okay. Just stick your finger in. Amazing. I love that jam. It's so nice. Like, yum. I'm sure most of you going into this recipe were wondering if it was going to solidify. Well, here's your answer. Pretty solid. And you can obviously use less sugar if you'd like a more sour jam. And you should definitely try it on bread. And guys, you just made yourself the most yummiest blueberry jam ever. So, this was also part of the Summer Fun series because it is on the Summer Fun list. I know. I did not mention that in the intro because I did want it to be a short recipe, but let me show you. See, look, make homemade jam. I will be ticking that off, and, well, that's called multitasking. So, as normal, guys, it's Myra, and bye. Have the best summer ever.